I think God knew. Look at me doing the little, acting like a little girl. I need to redo my hair because look at it. Oh, you see the lace? Okay, that's crazy. But I think God knew that I had to be. I don't know who He's called me to be, who I am to Him, or whatever. But I think He knew that whatever He's preparing me for, or whoever He wants me to become, or whatever He's doing in me, I think He knew that I had to go through it and figure it out and get through it alone. And I'm gonna post this to YouTube looking a mess. Oh, that's crazy. But being an only child and being kind of like a loner and like awkward and shy and like goofy and just sheltered as a child and stuff, it like messes you up as an adult. But I think God knew that I had to be, I won't say made whole, but He had to mold me and shape me in isolation. And I know in the Bible, you're not supposed to be like apart from people. Like community is a big thing, and like togetherness, and like isolation is like a negative thing. Not all the way, but like on purpose. Like when I was like a teenager, like 19, 20, 21, I used to in my head be like, I could do bad by myself, like I don't need nobody, like all that type of stuff. That is the negative part of isolation, when it's like self-induced, where you purposely don't want to be around people. You're purposely like pushing away, purposely like in isolation for no positive gain, in a sense. And I think the other side of it is like the story of Him and Jesus in the wilderness. It's like where the isolation is there to like develop you, you know. It's like for a purpose, you know. And I think that's the isolation that I'm in. It's like for a purpose, because me being so hyper independent, I kind of get like attached a little bit, but I kind of like, I automatically like, not automatically, but I get comfortable, you know, and complacent with people and think that I mean more to them, or that I put them on a pedestal or put them as like an important part of my life, when it's not reciprocal. And I'm always the one pouring into people for the most part, and it's not really reciprocated back to me, and that's my fault. And it's definitely something I've been working on better, something I'm gonna have to continue to work on. But I think that God, me surrendering my friendships to God, me surrendering my social media to God, it's putting me in a place where I don't have no one. I have people to lean on, but I feel like sometimes people you lean on, they can't stand up with you, like they can't support you leaning on them, or they can't pick you back up if you're leaning on them and stuff. And I think that that's not a bad thing all the time and stuff, but not everyone has the capacity to maneuver or handle your emotions or your mental health or anything like that. And again, it's not on anyone to do that. It's no one's obligation but your own. But when it comes to like a support system, I feel like sometimes your support system can't support you in the ways that you need. And that's something I realized, that I'm at the point where I grew so much and like healed, and like there's so much growth within me this year compared to all my other years of being alive, that it's like now I know that I need professional support, whether it's a therapist, whether it's a psychologist, whether it's being on medication, or just having like a counselor or something. That's where I realized that, hey, my friends and family I can no longer reach out to them, because I either feel misunderstood, or they have like a predestined idea or opinion or advice for me or about me, and it's just like I'd rather keep it to myself and figure it out myself. But now it's like I can keep it to myself, figure it out myself, but now I could go to God first. Like before, I used to talk to myself about things and try to fix it, but now I could talk about those things to God first and then go to me and like work on getting professional help, you know. And so I just think that this period of isolation that I'm in, although I love being alone, it feels like I'm alone in a sense where I'm forced to like dive deeper into his word, or like forced to like dive deeper into myself. Like I could be alone and just vibe out, you know, I'll be alone on social media all day watching TV or sleeping, you know, but now it feels like I'm alone with the intentions of evolving intentionally by watching sermons, or just like praying, or reading the Bible, or doing my devotionals, or just like spending time in stillness without having my mind constantly overstimulated by like social media and like TV shows and stuff. And I feel like just me being in this period that I'm in, it's like hi guys, me being in this period that I'm in, it's like if he knows that I'm weak when it comes to people, that if I had people that I could lean on, that I would lean on them more than leaning on God first. And so I think he's intentionally having it put where I have to figure stuff out with him instead of figuring stuff out with myself and then going to people, friends and family. Like now it's like, no, you're gonna have to figure this stuff out with me and you. And just he's building my faith. That's, you see the double chin? He's building my faith. That's what he's doing. Like he's building my faith. He's breaking down my hyper independence in the terms of I pray or talk to God about the little things. Like just I one day I asked God, what do you eat, or did you eat today? Like, why would I do that? I haven't had an answer for it, but the hair is a mess, y'all. I haven't had an answer to it, but like it'd be like little stuff like talk to God about or ask God about, and it's just like he's teaching me how to submit and stuff instead of thinking I could do everything by myself. Like, because once you submit to God, it's easier. I feel like once I submit to God, it'll be easier for me to be receptive to help and for me to ask for help, because I really won't ask for help. Like I told y'all, I opened a credit card because I was hungry and didn't want to ask nobody for money. A little dumb, but hey. So it's like I really don't like asking for help and stuff, and I'm not receptive to help, and I'm kind of a little standoffish, and my walls are, you know, they up there, you feel me? Defense mechanism. It's funny, it's ironic to be like a lover girl, sensitive, hard on your sleeve, emotional, but at the same time you're guarded. Like you're not guarding your heart, it's just you're guarding the core of your love, I guess, or of your personality, or of who you are is like guarded. Like imagine it's like I have walls, but the walls at certain areas are translucent, but you can't really see through the walls, but they're up there. But it's like you could feel the walls, you know, you could feel warmth on the walls, you could feel love on the walls, but like you can't see through the walls, right? But the walls are up there. So I don't know, it's ironic to be guarded and defensive, but also an emotional, sensitive lover girl. Who made that combo? Why would God make me the way he did? And I still be asking him that question about me. But I think this is just a period of just stillness, productive stillness, because you could be still and wasting away, or you could be still and be productive. But it's like, and I feel like everything like has a purpose, right? But like at the same time, you got to appreciate where you are, because you're there for a reason. So there's a reason I'm in this area of like stillness, isolation, and submission, right? And there's like a bunch of different possibilities of why, and sometimes you don't need to know the why, and sometimes you don't want to know the why. So yeah, but like what if in 5 years I'm married and I have kids, and I'm like reminiscing on the time when I was 25. I was like, okay, what if I'm 30, right? Say I'm 30. I'm not 30, I'm 25. But say I'm 30 years old and I have like a husband and kids, and like it's just chaotic, hectic, but it's wonderful, right? A family, right? And then one day I'm just like, man, I miss when I was 25, when I had all that time to myself with just me and God for like hours, and just able to sit in silence for hours, like, you know? So it's like, appreciate where you are, because in the future you might not have the space and time or the environment to curate what you're able to curate now. So don't waste it, you know? Like, be appreciative of it and make use of it. If you have, like, if your life is chaotic now, like, appreciate the chaos, work through the chaos, but in like 10 years or something, 2 years, your life might be completely peaceful, and then you're gonna be like, man, I miss the chaos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like sometimes that's like life's ironic way of showing, or of teaching you how to be like grateful, is when you get what you want, you miss what you had. That's a bar. When you get what you want, you miss what you had. Yeah. So that's why I'm trying to like soak in all of this aloneness, this quietness, and this time with God, and try to make the best of it, because I feel like in a couple years or whatever, I won't have this much free time, and I feel like that's a good thing, because I don't like being a busybody, but like I like being a busybody, you know? I like being a busybody with downtime, you know? That's what I feel like God doing. So I said, when you get what you want, you miss what you had. And that's a bar. Like, what? Like, you get your degree, you're out in the real world, but then one day you be missing college, like, you know? Or like, you get a new car, and then one day you're like, man, I miss my bucket, so many memories with my friends. You know what I mean? Like, the little things. But that's it. That's just all I wanted to tell y'all, or tell myself. Y'all ever be talking to yourself, and then, or you ever talk to yourself, or then talk to other people, and you be saying stuff, and you be like, hold on, that apply to my life? There's a word for that, or a phrase for that. I learned it in theater a while ago, years ago. But I'm growing into a woman, and womanhood is hard, especially when you didn't have like a solid foundation of what you're going to walk into, or like a solid support system of other grown women around you who you aspire to be. Like, no role models. What J. Cole say? No role models, and I'm here right now. So it's like hard stepping into womanhood. And there's textbooks, there's videos, TikToks, YouTube, all that stuff talking about womanhood and stuff. And some stuff applies, some stuff is case by case and all that. But it's like, at the end of the day, you in the mud, and you just need someone to like see you, you know? I want to be seen. I don't know if I want to be heard, but I want to be seen, and I want to be valued, and I want reciprocation in my life, you know? Like, I'm not saying someone got to pour into me spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, X, Y, and Z. I'm just saying, like, a little bit more compassion, you know, a little bit more generosity, a little bit more curiosity. I want someone to be curious about me, not in a way of like trying to like figure me out and like, oh, this, like, no, like someone that's like intrigued by me and like wants to love me better or be better with me, for me. I don't know what I want, but I want to be better than I am today. So thank you guys, have a good morning. This is a mess, and I'm finna post it too. That's the crazy part. Bye.